Pedri has urged spectacular Nico Williams to join Barcelona as he continues to attract interest from Premier League rivals Chelsea and Arsenal. Williams is regarded as one of the most exciting talents in Europe and has only enhanced his reputation by starring for Spain at Euro 2024. The 21-year-old started Spain's first two group games out in Germany and impressed in their last 16 victory over Georgia, in which he scored to help send Luis de la Fuente's side into the quarterfinals. Williams, who has a £46.5 million release clause, has impressed for Athletic Bilbao over the last 3 seasons, and Pedri insists he would be a top signing for Barcelona. Chelsea and Arsenal have expressed interest in signing the winger this summer, but Pedri hopes his Spain teammate holds out for a move to the new camp. Nico Williams would be a spectacular signing for us at Barcelona. It'd be incredible, Pedri told Mundo Deportivo. He's a player who is already showing what he's capable of. I hope he can join us. Asked whether he has spoken to Williams about a move to Barca, Pedri added, "We don't talk about it much. It's a decision that he and Barca have to make. There are a lot of things that have to happen." With Williams on one side and 16-year-old sensation Lamine Yamal on the other, Spain boasts one of the most exciting and formidable attacks at the Euros. "Above all, I try to get the ball to them quickly so that they have that one-on-one, which is what they excel at," Pedri said. "And then, when they go one-on-one, they always look back and you have to be there to try to score." Spain face Euro 2024 hosts Germany in a mouthwatering quarter-final clash in Stuttgart on Friday evening, before France take on Portugal. In the other half of the draw, pre-tournament favourites England meet Switzerland while Turkey face the Netherlands for a place in the semi-finals. Nottingham Forest defender Murillo has confirmed Chelsea are interested in signing him this summer, adding that he is open to joining the Blues, Arsenal, Liverpool or Manchester City. The 22-year-old Brazilian joined Forest last summer from Corinthians in a deal worth around, going on to make 36 appearances in all competitions before being named Player of the Season. Murillo has not been shy about his desire to move to a bigger club, previously telling Brazilian show Os Donos de Bola that several teams across Europe had expressed interest and it was reciprocated. Chelsea are in the market for a new centre-back, even after the addition of Tosin Adarabioyo, to add further competition after the departure of veteran Thiago Silva and the expected exit of Trevoh Chalobah. Chelsea are also reportedly interested in Arsenal target Ricardo Calafiori. Murillo has confirmed Chelsea's interesting, telling Benjamin Mucho podcast, "I know there was a buzz of interest. So, I don't know exactly how much the asking price amount is, but I know there was interest. I had the dream of playing in the Premier League and I had that thought. I thought, I'll go to Nottingham Forest, have a good year and then I'll go to a big club. I had that in my head." Murillo's reported price tag of £50 million may prove too steep for the Blues, who have reportedly been exploring player plus cash deals to bring the price down on transfer targets. That would leave the door open for transfer rivals to swoop in, and Murillo would be open to joining several Premier League clubs. "I'd choose Manchester City, but it would be more difficult for me to be a regular starter given the players they have in their squad," Murillo said. "There's City, Arsenal as well, who are fighting for the Premier League title. I wouldn't discard Liverpool either. It would be a good opportunity for me to show my football in a big club." Chelsea have reportedly decided to switch their focus onto Ajax wonderkid defender Joel Hato as an alternative to Ricardo Calafiori this summer. The Blues are said to have internally discussed Hato multiple times in transfer meetings, and he's also been tracked by the likes of Arsenal and Real Madrid, according to Team Talk. With Arsenal making progress on Calafiori, it makes sense for Chelsea to look at a similar style of player, with Hato also capable of playing at either centre-back or left-back to a high standard. The young Dutchman might not be easy to prize away from Ajax, even if the Eredivisie giants have a history of selling their best young players to Europe's elite. Fabrizio Romano has also told us that Hato was on Arsenal's radar but that Ajax want to keep him for one more season, so it remains to be seen how realistic a deal this is for Chelsea. Hato looks like a player with a big future in the game, and it makes sense that he fits the kind of profile that this Chelsea ownership tend to go for in the transfer market as they look to build a long-term project around some of the world's best young talent. It could be that Hato is better off waiting, however, for a more stable project like Arsenal, though of course it's not clear if they'd come back in for him were they to be successful with the Calafiori deal. Still, Hato might feel he can do better than Chelsea, who are yet to really see the return for their significant investment in so many young players, while the frequent change of managers is surely not helping to create a settled environment at Stamford Bridge. Real Madrid might be one to watch further down the line, if Team Talk are to be believed, and there'll surely be plenty of other suitors for this exciting 18-year-old. Nottingham Forest defender Murillo has confirmed he has received interest from Chelsea this summer but says he is also open to joining their Premier League rivals Arsenal, Liverpool or Manchester City. Murillo made 32 Premier League appearances last season, helping Forest avoid relegation to the Championship following a £15 million move from Brazilian side Corinthians last summer. His form attracted the attention of big-spending Chelsea, who are in the market for a new centre-back following Thiago Silva's departure from Stamford Bridge. With Nottingham Forest now valuing Murillo at around £50 million, Chelsea have reportedly indicated they would be willing to send 2 players to the City ground to help strike a deal. The 21-year-old has confirmed he is the subject of interest from Chelsea and even suggested he used his move to Forest as a stepping stone. "I don't know if it's £70 million, but I know there was a buzz of interest," Murillo said on the Benjamin Mucho podcast. "So, I don't know exactly how much the amount is, but I know there was interest. I had the dream of playing in the Premier League and I had that thought. I thought, I'll go to Nottingham Forest, have a good year and then I'll go to a big club. I had that in my head." Chelsea target Murillo also named Arsenal, Liverpool and Manchester City as clubs he would be open to joining this summer. "I'd choose Manchester City, but it would be more difficult for me to be a regular starter given the players they have in their squad," he added. "There's City, Arsenal as well, who are fighting for the Premier League title. I wouldn't discard Liverpool either. It would be a good opportunity for me to show my football in a big club. We don't know anything for certain. The window opened last month, so I'm going to return to Nottingham Forest for pre-season. There might be some discussions on whether I'll stay or not, so there's a lot of things to happen still, but I'm relaxed." Chelsea have already made 4 signings so far this summer, bringing Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, Tosin Adarabioyo, Omari Kellyman and Mark Guiu to Stamford Bridge. Nottingham Forest flirted with relegation last season but eventually finished 17th, 6 points above the drop zone. Reports suggest United are exploring bringing in a new left-back this summer after being plagued by injuries last season. Luke Shaw managed just 15 appearances in all competitions, while backup Tyrell Malacia missed the entire campaign through injury. According to the Daily Mail, United see Chilwell as a potential target this summer as part of their push to rejuvenate their back line. Links between United and Chilwell emerged shortly after United completed the hiring of former Chelsea director Christopher Vivell, who has agreed to a short-term deal at Old Trafford to help with the club's summer recruitment. Chilwell, whose contract still has 3 years left to run, is facing an uncertain future at Chelsea following the arrival of new manager Enzo Maresca. Maresca's preferred tactical setup does not give priority to natural fullbacks like Chilwell and instead prefers inverted options who can help out either at centre-back or in midfield. Spain international Marc Cucurella has experience at centre-back, while Chelsea are close to securing the signing of the versatile Renato Vega, who is a natural midfielder but has plenty of experience both as a centre-back and a left-back. Vega's impending €14 million, £11.8 million, move to Stamford Bridge has opened the door to a potential departure for Chilwell, who is reported to be available for the right price this summer.